The world woke up to devastating news that left millions heartbroken. Diane Keaton, the Academy Award-winning actress loved by generations, had passed away at the age of 79. It was a moment of silence across Hollywood. Tributes began to pour in, but one message stood out above the rest. It came from her longtime friend and co-star, Bette Midler. Their bond had lasted decades, and Bette's emotional words reminded everyone of the rare friendship and warmth they shared both on and off screen. When the news broke, Bette Midler turned to Threads to share her grief. She posted a series of photos of her and Diane together through the years, smiling, laughing, and living in the joy of their friendship. Her message read, "The brilliant, beautiful, extraordinary Diane Keaton has died. I cannot tell you how unbearably sad this makes me." That simple line carried the weight of years of love and laughter. It wasn't just a statement of loss. It was a cry from someone who had shared countless memories with a friend she admired deeply. Bette continued her tribute, writing, "She was hilarious and completely without guile or any of the competitiveness one would have expected from such a star. What you saw was who she was. Oh, la, la, la." Those words perfectly captured Diane's essence, her humor, her honesty, and her complete refusal to be anything other than herself. Everyone who knew Diane said the same thing. There was no act, no mask, no Hollywood distance. She was exactly as you saw her, kind, witty, and full of light. The friendship between Bette Midler and Diane Keaton began on the set of The First Wives Club, a film that became an instant classic. Alongside Goldie Hawn, the three women played characters who turned heartbreak into empowerment, betrayal into friendship, and loss into laughter. But beyond the movie, they built a real bond that lasted for decades. On that set, Bette and Diane's chemistry wasn't just acting, it was genuine friendship forming in real time. They shared jokes, tears, and long conversations that created a connection strong enough to last a lifetime. When Bette learned about Diane's passing, she said in an interview that it felt like losing a piece of my own story. For Bette, Diane was more than a co-star. She was a sister in spirit. Their lives ran parallel in many ways. Both had faced fame, scrutiny, and pressure. Both had chosen to live life on their own terms, and both had held on to humor and grace even through pain. It was that shared understanding that made their friendship so unbreakable. Goldie Hawn, their other First Wives Club co-star, also poured her heart out on Instagram. She wrote, "I was blessed to make First Wives Club with you. Our days starting with coffee in the makeup trailer, laughing and joking, right through to the very last day of filming. It was a roller coaster of love." Her words reminded everyone of the sisterhood the three women built on that set. They weren't competing for the spotlight. They were sharing it, lifting each other up, and showing that women could age with strength, humor, and confidence in an industry that rarely celebrates it. Goldie continued, "We agreed to grow old together, and one day, maybe live together with all our girlfriends. Well, we never got to live together, but we did grow older together. Who knows, maybe in the next life. Shine your fairy dust up there, girlfriend. I'm gonna miss the hell out of you." That line touched millions of hearts. It was raw, real, and full of love. It showed just how deeply Diane had touched the people around her. Bette Midler later said that one of her favorite things about Diane was her ability to laugh at herself. She said, "Diane could trip over her own feet, laugh, and somehow make everyone in the room laugh with her. She had that gift. She made awkwardness beautiful." That was the magic of Diane Keaton. She could make ordinary moments feel extraordinary simply by being present. Her awkwardness was her charm. Her honesty was her strength. As tributes from Hollywood continued, actors and fans alike spoke about Diane's genuine warmth. Ben Stiller posted on social media saying, "Diane Keaton made awkwardness elegant. She taught us that being different is powerful." He wasn't exaggerating. Diane never followed trends. She created her own path, both in acting and in life. Kerry Washington also shared her feelings, writing, "Diane showed the world that age has nothing to do with power or beauty. She lived her truth, and that's what made her timeless." Bette Midler once recalled how Diane would arrive on set, wearing her signature hats and vests, refusing to blend in or dress like anyone else. "She never cared what people thought," Bette said. "And that's what made her so cool. You couldn't imitate her. She was one of one." For Bette, that was one of the most inspiring parts of their friendship. Diane's courage to be unapologetically herself. It wasn't just about style or fashion. It was about identity. Diane owned who she was. In another interview, Bette said that she and Diane used to talk for hours about everything: movies, family, fame, and aging. "She was funny even when she was serious," Bette remembered. "She'd make you laugh just by the way she phrased things. Her brain worked in such a unique way. You'd ask her something, and her answer would be both wise and ridiculous at the same time." That combination of wisdom and humor is what made Diane Keaton so beloved. She could be thoughtful without being heavy, funny without being cruel, and honest without being harsh. Nancy Sinatra also shared a heartfelt post saying, "She made honesty beautiful." There was no pretending with Diane. Those who worked with her said she had a special kind of energy that made people feel seen. Even the biggest stars in the room felt comfortable around her because she treated everyone the same way, with kindness and curiosity. Bette once said, "Diane didn't gossip. She didn't put people down. She just listened, and when she spoke, she made sense. You always felt calmer after talking to her." After Diane's death, Bette was seen leaving a private memorial gathering, visibly emotional. She spoke briefly to a reporter and said softly, "She's not really gone. You can still feel her everywhere." That simple sentence said more than any long speech ever could. Their friendship had been built on real love, not just Hollywood connection. And even in loss, that love continued. Over the years, Bette often credited Diane for inspiring her to stay true to herself. "She reminded me that you don't need to chase what others are doing," Bette said once. "Diane always said, 'Do your own thing, and the right people will find you.' And she was right." That attitude, fearless, self-assured, and kind, became Diane's trademark, both on screen and off. Fans began revisiting their old films together. The First Wives Club trended online as millions rewatched the movie that celebrated female friendship, laughter, and resilience. People commented how real the friendship felt, and now they understood why. It wasn't acting. It was genuine love between three women who respected each other. Bette later said, "That movie worked because it wasn't fake. What you saw on screen was what we had off screen. We cared for each other." Bette also spoke about Diane's impact on women in Hollywood. "She changed what it meant to be a leading lady," she said. "She showed that you could be quirky, strong, funny, and still be the center of the story." It was a message that resonated across generations. Young actresses looked up to Diane because she made it okay to be different. She didn't fit the mold. She shattered it. During her tribute interview, Bette admitted that the hardest part was accepting she'd never hear Diane's laughter again. "That laugh, it was loud, it was contagious, and it made bad days better," Bette said. "You'd hear her before you'd see her." That image stayed with fans everywhere. People began sharing clips of Diane laughing in interviews, her eyes lighting up with joy, her signature voice full of energy. It reminded everyone why they loved her so much. Bette Midler's tribute became one of the most shared and discussed posts on social media after Diane's passing. People from around the world commented, saying her words felt personal, like she had spoken for everyone. Some fans wrote, "Bette said what we all feel." Others shared that Diane had helped them through their own struggles with confidence and identity. Even in death, she was still inspiring people to live with courage and humor. Goldie Hawn also shared more memories of Diane in a later post. She said, "We used to joke that we were the three musketeers of middle age. We laughed about men, careers, wrinkles, everything. And through it all, Diane stayed the same. Curious, fearless, and full of heart." Bette later echoed that sentiment, saying, "She didn't care about the small stuff. She cared about people. She cared about joy." After Diane's passing, Kerry Washington shared another touching message that read, "Diane Keaton was proof that authenticity never goes out of style." That line became one of the most repeated phrases in tribute posts. It summarized what everyone loved about her, that rare, beautiful authenticity. Bette Midler also revealed that Diane was the one who often reached out first. "She'd text me the most random, funny things," Bette said. "Something about her cat, or a weird headline, or a recipe she messed up. She kept life light." That sense of humor was Diane's armor and her gift. Even during difficult times, she found a reason to smile. When asked what Diane's greatest legacy was, Bette paused and said, "Her kindness. She made everyone feel important. Whether you were a star or a stranger, she treated you the same." Those words summarized not just Diane's career, but her soul. She didn't chase fame. She built friendships, she built laughter, and she built moments that people never forgot. As weeks passed after her death, more celebrities continued to honor Diane, but Bette's tribute remained the most heartfelt. It wasn't written by a publicist. It was written by a friend whose heart was broken. She had lost someone who made her laugh when things were hard, who encouraged her to stay herself, and who reminded her that being different was a blessing, not a burden. Bette later said that one of the last times they spoke, they laughed about aging. She said, "We're doing pretty good, huh?" And I told her, "Yeah, we're still here." We didn't know how little time was left. That moment, simple yet powerful, now feels like a final gift, a memory frozen in time. In her final public message, Bette wrote, "Rest easy, my friend. You made this world brighter." That line became the headline of countless articles and posts because it captured what everyone felt. Diane had indeed made the world brighter, not just through her films, but through her heart. Even now, fans say it's impossible to watch The First Wives Club without feeling a lump in the throat. Every smile, every laugh, every glance between the three women feels heavier now. It's a reminder of how fragile and beautiful life is, and how friendships like theirs never truly end. Bette Midler's voice in those tributes continues to echo across the internet, across hearts, across generations. It's more than just remembrance. It's gratitude. Gratitude for having known someone who was real in a world that often isn't. Gratitude for the laughter that still lingers. Gratitude for the love that doesn't fade. Diane Keaton may be gone, but her spirit lives on through the people she touched, especially through Bette Midler. Their friendship stands as proof that real connections in Hollywood are possible and that love and laughter can outlive even the greatest loss. Bette once said, "Diane didn't just make movies, she made life fun." That's how she'll always be remembered, as the woman who made everything around her a little brighter, a little funnier, and a lot more human. In the end, Bette Midler's tribute is not just goodbye. It's thank you. Thank you for the laughter, the kindness, and the unforgettable friendship. Because in Bette's words, and in the hearts of millions, Diane Keaton will always remain the same. Brilliant, beautiful, extraordinary, and forever loved.